"You won't miss this marriage deal." "Why?" "The prince is a true rich, tall, and handsome, as he and Yeliudai were in love." The queen and father discussed the wedding privately. Father emerged looking like he'd just had sour yogurt and couldn't digest it. Mother Jin saw her father's odd expression, asked what was wrong, but he just coughed dramatically. So she tried to amuse the queen outside before the meal. The queen, with her icy demeanor, said that this marriage was merely a trade. Upon hearing this, Mother Jin felt a chill, as if she had been dumped into ice water. That night, she went to chat with her daughter. She planned to persuade Yeliudai to quit the marriage, but then wondered, who wouldn't dream of being the ugly duckling to swan protagonist? At that moment, her father entered, so Mother Jin said no more. Next day, Yeliudai and Henry wed as planned, everything as normal as a soap opera. After the wedding, Yeliudai said goodbye to family, boarded the carriage with the prince, and left like newlyweds for the hills. Once inside, she realized that everyone except the queen was wearing golden masks. Yeliudai wondered if they were here for a costume party. The queen began recounting a story from centuries ago, as if she were giving a history lesson. The king sacrificed his daughters to the dragon for his people's safety, bringing prosperity. Yeliudai suddenly grasped the plot twist. To seal the contract, the queen brandished a dagger like she was hosting a bloody party, making a cut in the palms of both the prince and Yeliudai. Last minute, Yeliudai found the ceremony super cool, with no idea it was just the opening act to her becoming a dragon. Yeliudai threw gold coins off the cliff as per ritual, a wealthy woman's wild move. The ceremony ended. The prince scooped up Yeliudai to take her out of the cave. She closed her eyes and gradually regained her senses, yelling help. At the bright exit, which ironically awoke a creature, Yeliudai realized climbing up was impossible and, after a tumble, found herself surrounded by scattered jewelry, feeling like a god of wealth. He wanted to hold Yeliudai's hand, but figured she was just too fearful to let go. Yeliudai wanted to run, but was stunned by the glimmering jewelry scattered on the ground. After the fall, seeing all the jewelry, Yeliudai realized she definitely wasn't the first to be thrown down. Spotting a flicker of light in the distance, Yeliudai cautiously approached, only to find a nearly burnt bird. She hurriedly used her cloak to extinguish the flames, but alas, she couldn't save it. Just as she set it down, a gust of wind approached, and flames encircled her like a scene from a fiery ballet. A chill ran down Yeliudai's spine as she was caught off guard by the dragon emerging behind her, like a predator stalking its prey. Frantically, she scrambled behind some dead pillars to hide, but then another terrifying shadow appeared behind Yeliudai. The fiery bird swooped in from behind, and Yeliudai almost fainted, mistaking it for the dragon's shadow. The dragon explained it was just here to fulfill a contract with humans, but Yeliudai had no clue what that meant. With no way forward, desperate Yeliudai squeezed herself into a wall crack, playing a real-life game of people squeeze. Before she could even shimmy out of her skirt, another blast of breath was headed straight for her. Even though she got injured, she could still move, realizing this wedding was merely the queen's scheming dream. Years ago, the old king had slain the baby dragon, and as a punishment, Mama Dragon had to sacrifice 3 daughters every year. This scheme had evolved into marrying off daughters, which was utterly ridiculous. Yeliudai decided not to accept such a fate, frantically searching for an escape route in the tight rock crevice. Thanks to her protagonist Aura, she lived to tell the tale. A giant eerie tree loomed before her, absolutely mesmerizing, but she nearly tumbled off the cliff in awe. To reach it, she'd have to cross the chasm, and Yeliudai had no turning back now. Determined, she sprinted and jumped over, nearly slipping down. With some effort she kept going, her body flopping like a fish out of water. Just about to slide down, Yeliudai quickly grabbed her dagger in the rock, leaving her mark with "I tried my best." The giant tree was adorned with eerie glowworms, and Yeliudai discovered these little critters were actually a source of light, a perfect flashlight helper. She collected some glowworms and fashioned a makeshift lantern, then spotted a water source and dashed into the pool. With the water droplets soothing her, Yeliudai relaxed, but a few moments later, a shadow loomed above her. She realized that she had to run quickly and maintain her speed without fail, as that was the key to her survival. Looking back behind her, she unexpectedly saw that the dragon was chasing after her. At least now her desperation had a valid reason. She switched into high-speed escape mode, dodging the creature trying to capture its pool's queen. Like everyone else, this cave was pretty safe, with many signatures left behind by the sponge-babed girls. Exhausted, Yeliodai slept for an unknown time, awoke to find glowworms on her legs, truly charming. She thought to herself, "Oh no, are the worms sucking my blood?" But when she looked down, she realized it was just a little bug. This little bug actually healed her wounds, which she thought were signs of demise. She then spotted a map on the wall, realizing she was in a safe zone. Her instincts told her there was a patch of crystals. Spotting a marker of the sun on the map, indicating the exit was close, she tore away her skirt and excitedly bolted ahead. She finally arrived at the crystal cave, feeling the sun showering her face. Yeliodai could see the hope of sunlight again. Picking up a crown left by other girls, Yeliodai firmly believed if she climbed to the top, she could bask in the glorious sunlight again. After securing her hands and feet, Yeliodai began her extreme climbing journey, unaware the dragon was quietly watching from below. Watching Yeliodai struggle up, the dragon refrained from breathing fire, and finally she reached the peak, exhilarated as she spotted the ridge across. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting tales like this.